Conversations with God. Simplifying the Mystery of Prayer. Joyce Meyer. For Minute Read. Prayer is one of the most powerful forces on earth. James 5 verse 16, AMC, says, "The earnest, heartfelt, continued prayer of a righteous man makes tremendous power available, dynamic in its working." Yet I've spoken to countless people who aren't satisfied with their prayer lives. They are longing for a deeper, richer, more dynamic relationship with God, but they're just not sure how to do it. For years, my approach to prayer was complicated. If my behavior wasn't very good, I was convinced I couldn't pray because I didn't deserve God's help. Or if I did pray, then I was certain I must not have prayed long enough for it to really matter. I thought, did it count? Did God really hear me? The good news is, God never intended for prayer to be complicated. He wants prayer to be like breathing, something that feels easy and natural, something we can do anywhere, anytime. Especially when our prayers seemingly go unanswered, we can begin to struggle with doubt and frustration. But prayer is really simple. It's just talking to God and listening as He talks to us. Prayer is a personal matter. God made us to have an intimate and distinct relationship with Him. Therefore, He will teach us how to pray according to who He has made us to be. Yes, there are principles of prayer that apply to everyone, but God will lead you and me according to who we are and the season of life we are in. For instance, the young mother with several small children will not be able to devote the same amount of time to prayer as someone whose children are grown. Years ago, I heard of a woman who got up at 5 a.m. every morning and prayed for 4 hours. I thought, that's what I need to do. So, the next day, I set my alarm, woke up early, and began to pray. I prayed for my marriage, family, church, and every single thing on my list. Then I looked over at the clock and noticed that only 5 minutes had passed. I think I eventually fell asleep. I was so discouraged. Thankfully, God helped me to learn that I am free to be myself, and I don't need to do what someone else is doing. That means some days I may pray for 20 minutes and other days for an hour. But we are free to let God lead us. Remember, God has a personalized plan just for you, and He loves spending time with you. You don't have to pray for a certain amount of time to earn His love or approval. Prayer is about relationship. It's simply talking with God, receiving His love, thanking Him for His goodness, and allowing Him an opportunity to speak to your heart and give you the wisdom and direction you need for your life. Prayer is based on relationship. I believe one key to effective prayer is approaching God as His friend. When we don't know God as a friend, we are reluctant to ask Him for anything because we don't feel we've earned it with good behavior. Or if we do ask, we lack the confidence that He hears us and wants to help. Hebrews 4 verse 16, AMC, teaches that we can come before God without fear. It says, "Let us then approach God's throne of grace with confidence, so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of need." Now don't get me wrong. It's important to approach God with reverence and respect for who He is, remembering He is holy, but He doesn't want us to be afraid of Him or feel like He is unapproachable. When you and I see ourselves as close friends with God, we're more eager to spend time talking to Him, eager to follow every instruction He gives us, and unafraid to ask for help with everything. Friendship is based on mutual, regular times of sharing openly and honestly. We can make a habit of talking with God as we're getting ready for our day, driving our car, shopping in the grocery store, walking the dog, or cooking dinner. He really wants to be involved in every area of our lives. The more time and energy you and I invest in developing an intimate friendship with God, the more powerful and exciting our communication or prayer life will be as a result. I encourage you to take some time each day to read God's Word and talk to Him in prayer, even if it's just for a few minutes. Throughout the day, talk to Him like He's your best friend. Ask Him for help with little things, big things, and everything in between. As you do, you'll begin to develop an intimate, fulfilling relationship with Him, and He'll lead you into the greatest adventure of your life.